All right, we want to bring in Los Angeles County Sheriff Robert G. Luna now. Sheriff, thank you so much for being here with us today. Bring us up to speed. What are you seeing and what are you hearing from your deputies about the damage from this storm, and what's it like today?
Well, hello, Marina and Vicki. Thank you for having me. From our perspective, we're at the tail end of the storm. There is some rain that's expected, but the meteorologist said we got a lot of rain in the last 12 hours. But I'm happy to report that we didn't respond to what I'm going to call significant emergencies. We are still evaluating and looking at damage estimates. There was a lot of street flooding. There was a lot of wind overnight. But I believe from what I see now, and I'm cautiously optimistic, as I've said, that our team did very well, that we prepared and planned for this. We did get an earthquake in the middle of this in Ventura County, which is just north of us. Many people felt it here. But in talking to the sheriff up there, they didn't see, more importantly, nobody was injured that we're aware of, and very little damage, if any, at all.
I mean, that's some good news and a silver lining there in the storm. Sheriff, this is Morgan speaking to you now. As the storm sort of dissipates and all the water starts running off from the mountains that sort of circle Los Angeles there, what are you telling people to do? What are the next steps? What should they do to stay safe? What's your advice if someone is caught, for example, on a flooded road?
Well, to get a hold of us immediately. We did a really good job in the last 24 hours of advising our communities to try and avoid going out, to try and avoid driving over flooded roads. And I'm happy to report that as we were driving around, we saw a lot less people out on the roads, and that was extremely helpful to us. And that's why when I'm stating that there were some people that were stuck, but not as many as we normally see, and we're very happy to report that.
That is great as we watch some of this video showing just how quickly the floodwaters are moving, Sheriff. What does the next 24 to 48 hours look like for you there in Southern California? What are you preparing your deputies to do? And hopefully you don't have to do any swift water rescues.
But we're ready to, because until the waterways, and here, if you're not familiar with the LA area, there's a lot of man-made concrete rivers. So, for example, we had an all-out effort to try and warn our unhoused population to get themselves away from there, offer them services, and house them. But the next 24 hours, we're still somewhat in response mode. But we are trying to assess the damage. I'm talking to a lot of people who are saying, hey, I have damage to my home. So those are things that we'll continue to see. We're asking people now that there's daylight to look at assess their own damage and then let us know if they need help.
Yeah, good advice. All right. I hope you and your deputies stay safe. LA County Sheriff Robert G. Luna, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.